Hey, how's everyone doing? We're back here working on the good old Mustang here, the 90 GT. Uh, I've been daily driving this thing for a while now. At least the past month and a half, 2 months. Runs good, drives good, everything's great with the thing. Since the last video, let's see, we got a 2-inch fiberglass cowl hood. Threw some hood pins on. My latch it's screwy on the front of this car, so instead of having this thing fly open and trash my what's that, the header panel in front of the windshield there, we'll throw some hood pins on. It's really not my style, but for this car we'll do it. If you watch the other video I had, my buddy Louie bought the notchback, the 93 Mustang notch, and these rims were on his car. He gave them to me, so I threw them on here. Yeah, I think I like the look of it. We'll keep them for a little while. Everything's pretty good inside here. Everything works. I even tried the cruise control the other night. The cruise control still works on here. So yeah, we're doing pretty good so far. There was a video I already fixed the rust on that. Yeah. Car's been treating me real well. Runs really good. But today's project is we're going to put some goodies in it. There we go. Paint job hopefully in another month or two. We'll pull in the garage. We're going to paint it ourselves. See how that comes out. Then we'll do all the molding. Yeah, not bad. Let's see. Let's go look at some goodies over here. So, our buddies at Alloyworks, Radiator, cooling and radiator specialist, that's Alloyworks. They're sponsoring this video today. So here we go. We have a nice radiator in here we get to unbox. And I figured since I'm putting a radiator in, I'm also put some other things on here. So I got a nice tubular GT40 intake. It's one of the Ford racing ones. How you can tell is by these little tabs right here. Most of them have the holes up in here, and here. Ford Racing has it here. So this was never a Lightning intake. This was right off of Ford Racing. So I got an upper, I got a lower. I painted them. Let's see if you like this color. I like it a little bit darker. Let me see if I can find a can of paint. This is what I used. It is. There you go. It's supposed to look like cast metal. It kind of does, kind of don't. I don't know. I think I like it. So we got that. We got all our gaskets here. We have everything. That. I'm going to use this on the bottom. So that's all nice. This is in pretty good shape. I brought an aluminum spacer. This is a 1-inch. I wanted one of the plastic ones, but they were just too pricey. Plus, I'm not really a fan of plastic. But they say it doesn't hold heat. Like this thing will hold more heat than a plastic spacer. We'll see how it goes. I can always change it later. Intake comes off in like under 5 minutes, so it's not that big of a deal. I got a bolt kit for it, stud kit. Let's see. This is important for all you guys that don't know. There's a little screen in here for your PCV area. And I got a new one. Let's see if I can open it one-handed. So there you go. Make sure you pop a new one of these in if you do this kind of work. Even if you don't change your manifold, I'll at least pull the old one out. Looks like these could be cleaned pretty easy with like brake cleaner or something. And put it back in, because if that clogs, it'll, you know how it is, if you're running a PCV, it'll screw it all up. I got a new grommet. PCV kit right here. So, made in China. Yeah, so there goes the goodies. I got a door seal kit, so one of my doors, my driver's side needs one, so we got that here. We got our oils. I'm going with the Rotella T4 1540. Got some antifreeze. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is not for there. And I got an extra quart right here. I wasn't buying 2 of these to get 1 more quart, so I got just some cheap stuff. Oh, you know what? We're going to throw the Lucas in here. We got a Napa Gold filter, RTV for when we put the intake on. And yeah, we're going to try to get my AC working here. Everything's on the car. When I bought my car, I was missing this cable right here. We got a place here in Connecticut called Connecticut Mustang, and you just go down there and they got a whole boneyard full of Mustangs. And you just go in there and get it, pick it up, 10 bucks. I got a air conditioning harness. This plugs in over where the firewall, not the firewall, where the battery is, and this plugs into the back of the AC compressor. So we'll throw this on too. All right, so let me get this radiator out. Let's see what our sponsors sent us, and we'll go from there. So hold on. All right, we're back. I got this unboxed. Pretty good packing material in here. So here it is. What a unit, huh? This thing's nice. Look at the welds on this. Yeah, this is a hardcore one. This thing's heavy duty. It's not a cheap one, I'll put it that way to you guys. Uh-oh. I gotta get some plugs for this, it looks like. Yeah. In case it was an automatic. Yeah, so I gotta get something to block this, some pipe, something. I'll figure out something to put in there. If it even needs anything. Let's see. Yeah, pretty nice. Nice metal cap. Yeah, real nice equipment. I'm going to keep the fans too. Usually I'm not a fan of, what do you call it, electric fans. But they work good on the other car I put one of these on. And I don't like the clutch fan sound that the Mustang makes in the morning when you first start it up. So I'm gonna go with that. This nice thick radiator. I don't know if it's a 3-core or 4-core. Very nice unit. Nice drain plug. Yeah, real nice. Here goes the installation kit. Fire it in. Comes with its own temperature. I believe it's 185 when the fans kick on this, which is okay with me. I'm probably going to pull this plug out right here, stick this in this one right here, and then yeah, we'll wire it to this. So that's where it's going to go. Or if you have your factory gauge goes here, but you won't have a gauge, so I'm not going to do that unless you put a T or something in the front here. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pull this off and we'll go from there. Yeah, so there we go. This isn't really a how-to video. This is more or less, this is what I'm doing to this car. Here goes everything. It's just a stock 302. 70 millimeter BBK throttle body. One of those programmed Pro-M mass airflows. Has headers, exhaust, that sort of thing. 373s in it. So what I'm going to do right now is basically drain this radiator right here. We're going to drain that. I'm going to take off both hoses, upper and lower, and then I'm going to start the car up, let everything run out. I'm just running pure water in this thing right now, so it's just dumping water out, so that's not so much of a big deal. Yeah, now I'm going to pull the top of the motor off. When I get to something interesting, I'll be sure to put it in the video. So that's it for right now, until we got something cool to talk about. Bye-bye. All right, we're back here. We're getting somewhere finally. We got pretty much the whole top off except for the lower manifold. All the parts are here. 19-pound injectors over there. Yeah, so here we go. Just gonna crack this manifold off next, and there we go. Fuel rail. I tried using my connectors here. I couldn't get this to pop off. I didn't even try the lower one, but this one is the one I tried first. So instead of fighting with that and end up breaking it, these were on a bracket down here, and I just disconnected the one bolt that held the bracket on, and I was able to just roll it over like this. So that was pretty easy. Pulled the heater core hoses off the back here, this off the front, thermostat housing and that sort of thing. I vacuumed out the intake as best as possible, but that's as good as it gets. Let's see. The only problem I'm running into is I don't have a wrench big enough for this right here. So I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to use an adjustable wrench and I'll take it off. What's the biggest wrench I got over here? Let's see. This is all the tools I use pretty much to do this job. Not much. The biggest wrench I have is a 1 1/16, and that's not doing it. I do have bigger wrenches over here, but they're just a little bit too big. So we'll leave that out. I pulled the serpentine pulley belt off only because to get to this stuff makes it easier. These hose clamps. As far as taking the two AC lines off, you don't have to do that. The only reason why I took it off is I'm going to try to get my AC working here, and I'm going to replace these O-rings that go in here anyways. O-rings that go on here, an O-ring that goes on the other line over there. So that's why these are off for me. I figured I might as well take them off, get them out of the way since I'm going to be over here anyways. So, but you don't have to take those off. So let me get the crack this intake off and we'll go from there. So far, well, that's where we're at. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I'm back for a quick update. She was going pretty smooth up until the bolt right next to the water jacket. It snapped. But I got a little bit to work with here. So I'm going to clean this up. I don't think I can weld a bolt onto the top of it because of the angle of the head. I don't know what I'm going to do. Heat it up, put vice grips on it. We'll see. I don't know. Yep. You know, it was going really smooth right up until there. And there it is, you know. Put some heat onto it and let's see what we can get on there. I'm just going to clean it up first. Yeah, unbelievable. Anyway, so let's see how much of a headache this is going to be. I do have a right-hand drill, a right-angle drill here, so worst case scenario, I can drill it and tap it if need be, but I'm trying to avoid that. All right, wish me luck. Bye. What are you guys doing? Over there, we got one over there. My assistant today. All right, now let's see. Back here, we got that taken care of. That actually came out pretty easily. Used a little bit of MAP gas and a pair of vice grips and a couple little tugs on it, and eventually came. So that was like a 10-minute fix. That was not really a big deal at all. I pretty much got everything cleaned up underneath here. So yeah, I thought that was going to be the big problem. To be honest with you, that was nothing. This was the big problem. Taking this yeah, you see that? I fought for this. I'd probably say close to an hour to get this out. Heating it, banging it, heating it, heating it. And all you can use is vice grips because it's a square top. Also, I can put my new Radiator fans, temp sensor in here, whatever you want to call it. So we finally got that in there, but this took a long time. That's the one that should have killed me over here, but that was nothing. It was under 10 minutes to get that one. This is what got me right here. But at any rate, we're catching up now. I pretty much got this all dressed up. Got all our sensors in. There we go. The only thing I got left to do that I just remembered, put my screen, my new grommet, and the PCVs, whatever the hell the thing is. And there you go. So I'm going to tack on the, what do you call it? The intake gaskets on this. And yeah, should be ready to go here. At least get this on for today. And yeah, we'll be back. Alright guys, we're back. We're getting there. I got it all assembled. The top, well, the low up to the lower intake. A couple things I wish I would have did differently. I wish I would have bought a new one of these heater hoses, these heater tubes right here. I painted it, threw it back on. But by rights, they're cheap enough. I should have gotten one of those. Another thing I wish I would have done was buy new fuel injectors, because these are all basically Fords. Fuel injectors are probably 30, 40 years old. Who knows? I don't know. They seem to work, so I mean, I'm not going to complain. Another thing I wish I would have done too was buy a new fuel rail with an adjustable fuel pressure regulator. This one looks like it's fairly new. It's not adjustable, but it looks like it's fairly new anyways. So we'll be okay right there. Yeah, and that's about it. It's just got to throw the upper intake, the spacer on, and that sort of thing. And we're getting there. Drop the distributor back in. And then at least we could fire it up at this point. Then we could put the radiator in and go from there. That's if this union right here, this fitting, this was a real bear to get off. That took me a long time, a lot of heat to get that off. And I'm not confident. If there's an O-ring in between this and this, then yeah, that's going to leak like crazy. So I'm prepared to pull it back apart if I got it, but we'll give it a try anyways. Once we put the radiator and everything in, I'm saying. So there we go. Let me start throwing the intake on. And I never ordered studs, so I gotta hope I can pull these studs out of this intake. Haha, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, let me get back at it here, and we're moving along. Alrighty, bye-bye. Alright, that was the first start on it. I got it all together. There's obviously a problem. I have a check engine light on. And when I was tinkering with the mass airflow down here, I might have a bound up wire or something or have to look into. But that's alright. I don't have a radiator or anything in here, so I can't really play with it right now. But I've had a problem with that harness before, so that's something I got to play around with. So you know what we're going to do? Make this a two-part video. We're going to end this one here, and yeah, next video will be when we get the radiator in this thing and we get the we'll figure out that idle issue and we'll go from there. So yeah, that's it then. So see you guys later. Bye bye.